Beneath the waves, there are creatures worth more than diamonds. Creatures that scuttle silently across the ocean floor, but whose names command fortunes in auctions, fine dining halls, and luxury markets across the world. These are the 12 most expensive crabs in the world, moving step by step from the merely pricey to the almost unbelievable. And stay with me until the very end, because the most expensive crab ever sold wasn't just a meal, it was a moment of history. Our journey begins on the Pacific coast of North America, with the beloved Dungeness crab. At first glance it might not look all that exotic. It's the type of crab you'd see on a dinner plate in San Francisco, Seattle, or Vancouver. But this seemingly ordinary crab is anything but cheap. During peak holiday seasons, prices can soar to $60 for just 2 pounds, meaning a single family dinner could easily cost more than a fine steakhouse meal. Why so expensive? The answer lies in sustainability and demand. Dungeness populations are carefully managed. Only mature males above a certain size can be harvested, and the fishing season is short to prevent overfishing. This creates a cycle of scarcity. Just as demand spikes for Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners, supply drops, pushing prices higher. Cracking open a Dungeness crab is an experience in itself. Imagine the shell breaking under the crab mallet, the steam rising, and the rich aroma of the ocean filling the air. Paired with melted garlic butter or a squeeze of lemon, it's easy to see why this humble yet iconic crab has earned a spot on the luxury list. From North America we cross the Pacific to the icy waters of Hokkaido, Japan, home of the horsehair crab. Covered in tiny, spiny bristles that look like strands of hair, this small crab doesn't win beauty contests, but its flavor makes it one of Japan's most treasured delicacies. Selling for $50 to $80 per pound, it's not a meal you'll casually find on a street corner. The true treasure of the horsehair crab lies inside its shell. Beyond the sweet, delicate meat, gourmets prize the kani miso, a creamy, umami-rich paste made from the crab's internal organs. In Japan, this miso is considered as luxurious as foie gras in France. Whole festivals are dedicated to celebrating the horsehair crab, with chefs preparing steaming miso soups, delicate sushi, and hot pots featuring the rich, flavorful broth. Adding to its mystique is scarcity. These crabs are available only during short seasonal harvests and are often auctioned live, ensuring only the wealthiest bidders or high-end restaurants can secure them. For Japanese gourmets, eating horsehair crab is not just a meal, it's an annual tradition that connects culture, flavor, and prestige. Next we venture into the harsh, icy waters of Alaska and the Bering Strait where the elusive blue king crab roams. With its striking, sapphire-colored shell, the blue king crab is as visually stunning as it is delicious. But it isn't just the looks, it's about scarcity and survival. This crab commands around $100 per kilogram, but it's incredibly difficult to harvest. Blue king crabs are far less abundant than their famous red cousins, living in deeper and colder waters. Fishing quotas are tight, and harvest seasons are short, ensuring they remain rare. When they do reach the market, they're immediately snapped up by high-end seafood restaurants across the United States, Japan, and Russia. The flavor of blue king crab is renowned for being especially sweet, with a firm, almost buttery texture. On a silver platter in a luxury restaurant, its shimmering claws practically glow under the lights, a feast for the eyes before it ever touches the tongue. At number 9, we find one of the most unique harvesting stories in the crab world, the stone crab. Unlike most crabs, only the claws are taken. Fishermen carefully remove one claw, then return the crab alive to the sea. Over time, the crab regenerates its missing claw, making this one of the few truly sustainable fisheries. This delicate process, however, makes stone crab claws one of the most expensive crab delicacies, reaching $70 per pound. The flavor is extraordinary. Dense, rich, and slightly sweet, often compared to lobster. Each bite feels luxurious, and in Florida, where stone crabs are most famous, the start of stone crab season is treated like a holiday. Restaurants overflow with diners eager to crack open freshly harvested claws, often served chilled with mustard dipping sauce. When you pay for stone crab claws, you're paying not just for the meat, but for a culinary ritual steeped in tradition, patience, and sustainability. Deeper in the waters of Alaska lies the golden king crab, a shimmering relative of the red king crab. Though smaller in size, its rarity drives prices to $136 for just 2 pounds. Its meat is firmer and less sweet, but prized by chefs for its versatility in gourmet dishes. What makes the Golden King crab particularly valuable is the danger and difficulty of catching it. These crabs live in waters deeper than 1,000 feet, requiring specialized gear and long voyages into hazardous seas. Each catch comes with risk, and that risk is reflected in the price tag. Picture a luxury dining table. Golden shells arranged on fine porcelain, their rich white meat topped with truffle butter and paired with champagne. Eating Golden King crab is less about necessity and more about indulgence, an edible display of wealth and rarity. If the Golden King crab is rarity, the Red King crab is royalty. Known as the caviar of crabs, this massive species has become the symbol of high-end seafood. With legs stretching like armored spears and a flavor that is sweet, rich, and decadent, Red King crab fetches up to $90 per pound. But what really drives its price is the danger of the hunt. Harvested in the violent waters of the Bering Sea, Red King crab fishing is so treacherous it became the focus of the hit show Deadliest Catch. Fishermen risked their lives in freezing temperatures, towering waves, and brutal storms just to bring back a seasonal haul. When you eat Red King crab, you're not just paying for flavor. You're paying for courage, danger, and the sheer willpower of the crews who risk everything to put it on your plate. Now we enter the realm of the rare. The crystal crab, found only in the deep waters off Western Australia, is a transparent shelled marvel. Its ghostly appearance has made it famous, and its scarcity means each one can cost around $300. Unlike other crabs, the crystal crab isn't widely harvested or farmed. Its deep-sea habitat makes it incredibly difficult to access, requiring specialized equipment and small-scale operations. This exclusivity ensures it remains a delicacy for only the most adventurous gourmets. Critics describe its flavor as clean, delicate, and slightly sweet, a more refined version of typical crab meat. For gourmets, eating crystal crab is less about filling the stomach and more about collecting an experience, the kind of culinary bragging right that few can ever claim. Coming in at number 5 is Japan's answer to luxury seafood, the Kobe crab, also known as taraba. Much like Kobe beef, this crab is not just food, it's a brand of perfection. Selling for $200 to $400 per pound, Kobe crab is a centerpiece of Japan's high-end dining culture. Its flavor is buttery and rich, often enjoyed in traditional hot pots where its meat infuses the broth with layers of sweetness. The limited harvest season means competition among restaurants is fierce. For Tokyo's elite, securing Kobe crab is as much about prestige as it is about taste. If you thought a Wagyu steak was expensive, imagine paying the same amount for just a serving of crab legs. In Japan, Kobe crab isn't just a dish, it's a statement. Now we arrive at a true living fossil, the Japanese horseshoe crab. Dating back 450 million years, this creature is older than the dinosaurs. Its price, which can exceed $1,000 per pound, comes from more than just its rarity as a delicacy. Horseshoe crabs have copper-rich blue blood that is essential for medical testing, particularly in ensuring vaccines and surgical tools are safe from bacteria. This makes them priceless in the medical field. Some cultures also prepare them as food, though it is rare given their scientific importance. Eating a Japanese horseshoe crab is almost symbolic. It connects diners with Earth's prehistoric past while also touching the future of medicine. Few creatures embody that duality. Back in Japan, we meet one of the most prestigious crabs in the culinary world, the Echizen Kowami snow crab. These crabs aren't just sold, they're judged. Each must meet strict criteria of size, symmetry, and perfection. Only the very best earn the Kowami label. And with it, prices soaring to $600 to $800 each. Often presented as gifts to dignitaries or served in Michelin-starred restaurants, the Kowami crab is a status symbol. Imagine sitting at a fine table, chopsticks in hand, preparing to savor what has been deemed one of the rarest snow crabs in existence. A single meal could cost as much as a luxury vacation, and yet for those who indulge, the prestige is worth every bite. At number 2, we encounter a creature that looks like something from another planet, the giant spider crab. Found in deep Japanese waters, its legs can span up to 12 feet, making it the largest crab on Earth. While some are eaten, their sheer size and alien-like appearance have made them highly sought after by collectors and museums. One specimen sold at auction for $12,000, not for food, but as a preserved showpiece. Imagine entering a hall and seeing a crab stretching across an entire wall. It's both terrifying and mesmerizing. Whether consumed in rare gourmet dishes or displayed in exhibitions, the giant spider crab's value comes from its sheer size, scarcity, and the awe it inspires. Finally, we reach the #1 spot, the most expensive crab ever sold. In Japan, a single snow crab was auctioned for an astonishing $46,000. That's more than the price of a brand new luxury car for one crab. What made it so valuable? Perfection. This particular crab was flawless, ideal size, symmetry, and freshness. In Japanese seafood auctions, these qualities mean everything. Wealthy restaurateurs often pay these astronomical prices not just for the meat, but for the prestige of being the one who secured the most perfect crab of the season. For one night in one city, that snow crab was not just seafood, it was legend. From the modest $60 Dungeness to the jaw-dropping $46,000 snow crab, the world of luxury crustaceans is far stranger than most of us could imagine. Some are rare, some are dangerous to catch, and some are ancient relics tied to medicine and history. But together they prove one undeniable truth. When rarity meets human desire, even the humble crab can become a fortune.